Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you? I hope everything is copacetic. Well, let me get right into it. Someone wanted me to do a reading on Terrence Howard.
Yes.
Terrence or Clarence?
Terrence.
Terrence Howard. And they want to know, Baby Crone is in the corner. Baby Crone, what is it they want to know?
Yes, they would like to know if you could do a reading on where he gets his knowledge from.
Okay.
And if what he's saying be something the general public should listen to.
I don't know where he gets his knowledge, and should you listen to it, you got to follow what's right in you. You know the truth when you hear it. As for me, he's making a valid point, because 1 times 1 is multiplying. So it would equal 2. 1 times 1, then why are you timing it? That's 1. Where he get his knowledge, he get his knowledge from the divine. He get his knowledge from the universe. It's open to everyone. They probably visit him through dreams and sleeps, and whoever knows. We're living in the days of enlightenment. So she wants to know, should she follow him?
Yes.
Let's read there, because that's what I know about him. Whether he's right, whether he's wrong, is for each individual to judge. For me, I think he's making a valid point. But I'm not a
mathematician.
I'm not a mathematician. Thank you, Baby Crone.
You're welcome.
I'm not a mathematician. So I don't know, but I do believe that his words are valid. And if I was in a community and I've been teaching something for eons of years, and somebody come up to me and say I'm wrong, well, I guess I would feel the same way.
Yeah, sure.
So with that being said, so I said I would read on, should she follow him? So first of all, let's see if he's legit. Whether he's right or wrong, let's just lay out a card to see is he legitimate. Okay?
Yes.
What they say, baby, right there?
Yep, it says the sun.
He's shining light. You seen that I shuffled? Did I shuffle with her? Or
yes, you did.
Even if I didn't, I wouldn't lie. But they were shuffled. And I don't even know if I shuffled with you. I don't remember, but they were shuffled. The next card coming out is, what is his problem? People with knowledge coming up, scrutinizing what he do, and their children. In other words, you have somebody that is young-minded. They old, but they stuck in their way. And yet, you see this page of wand. Baby Crone, you have that book over there?
Yes.
Look up that page of wand for me, please. Not that I don't know the meaning, but I want to be clear on something. The page of wand. The page of wand is about fire. It's about ideas. It's about moving on, learning. This is somebody that is studious. This is someone that is meticulous, but can be overwhelming. What do you have, Baby Crone?
Yes, we have follow your spark and keep an open mind.
Mm-hmm.
The heart knows where it belongs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let fear take your momentum.
And read what the meaning says.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
The page of wand usually represents a fiery, active, creative young person in your life.
Mm-hmm.
This is likely to be someone enthusiastic, loyal, rebellious, and full of life.
When we say that about the people that the men about math, that's a math thing.
Yes.
I'm not saying that there's no women in it. Very few. Would you agree?
Yes, I would definitely agree.
So that's their genre. But go ahead, finish.
If not an actual person, this card can also represent a new creative project, idea, adventure, career path, or course of study. Follow your spark and keep an open mind about where it leads you. You are at the beginning of a new adventure. It will eventually require a lot of work, faith, and commitment. But for right now, it's all fun, joy, and play.
Okay, so there you go. So the cards are saying that his problem is convincing people that this is real, convincing people that this is a truth. Whether it's his truth or the world truth, it's about that. keeping a spark, not letting the world dim his spark, right?
Yes.
That's what it's saying. So with the heart chakra and with the heart side of me, what does it say? It's been a burden. He has to fight his way. He's giving up his career. He has to fight his way with this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Above his head, all of his accolades and everything that he has. This is about the burden, and this is about his accolades. All his accolades, everything he has, you know, is sitting in the balance, and he is saying, I rest my life on this. I believe in this. And yet it's a burden to carry and to try to convince a world that's stuck in their way, and the world don't want to hear it because they feel as though he is in grave error. Am I right, baby?
Yes.
So here, they see him as foolishness. So again, I see nothing but men cards. Man. This is crazy. So therefore, this is a man fight. This is a man's fight. This is men fighting against men. And also, I see him fighting against himself with men, like fighting with their ideas and their thinking, not willing to change. Another man. I've never had this happen. So this is like a man's thing. This is like, help me, baby clone. This is like not macho, but alpha,
Masculine. Okay.
masculine, alpha, masculine. This is male energy. And if you know anything about the sciences, like philosophy, a physicist, a mathematician, they're ruled mainly by men.
Yes.
They rule that. You understand? So, like, you know, there are certain careers that are just not, women can't do them, but they are mostly dominated by men. And what I see here is his problem is with men of honor, men of value, that comes up against his teaching and trying to put holes in it. So it is exhausting. This is costing him everything, he says, right? But he's putting this out there, because he believes in it so strongly. Now, when it comes down to you, should you follow a man that you believe in or you don't? Have you followed his formula? Do you understand his formula? Does it make sense to you? Here we see a contract. Seems like you are listening to him. Seems like you are trying to follow him. And it seems like maybe you're willing to work with him. Okay? What will stop you? The unknown, the darkness of it. Am I going to get caught up in it? Am I going to believe in something that's not really real? Is this real? Like, it's like the darkness that shrouds it. I can't see it. I don't trust it. I don't know if I should trust this man or not. Am I saying it? Add something to it.
Yes, because that is their sentiment, because they do feel as though he's saying a lot and that it can be true. So, and they did say, as a side note, that he does get his information from dreams, apparently.
Oh, really? I never read it. I just know that I had to do this reading. It's been 10 days, and I just had to come back because I had every intention. But news kept coming up, and I had to start doing the news first before I could do this. But I'm getting to it now. And so at the end of it, he stand firm in what he believed. Yes, these are ideas and these are thoughts. This is the king of swords. So yes, it's ideas and it's thoughts. It's all of those things, but he believed in them. So yes, he are speaking to his ancestors or the God of their ancestors, and he is being imparted with this knowledge. Like so many of us, these are the days and the times in which we live in, where knowledge shall go forth. And sometimes when knowledge go forth, well, anytime when knowledge go forth, especially new knowledge, not new knowledge new, but the world birth the secrets that has been hidden for eons and eons and eons. So we're being birthed, you know, and those that are called are doing new things and doing grand things. And so yes, it comes up against the norm, and it is to be challenged. So you have a question that she might want to know? But the fear, don't let fear stop you from finding truth. What is it to dabble in yourself, to see for yourself? And if you believe, to me, I look at this is do you believe that the earth is round, or do you believe the earth is flat?
That's true.
That's how I see this. Does it make it wrong if you believe that the earth is round and I believe that the earth is flat? Does it matter?
Yeah.
Not really. It's how you see it. How can we prove it?
Yeah.
Okay. So my question, ask me a question for her.
Okay, my question would be, how did Terrence Howard come into this information?
How does Terrence Howard get his information? First of all, I see that this was a struggle. It was something that and because it's fire, that meant this is something that that he worked towards, that creatively, it must have come to him. And it's something that he must have fought with, struggled with, learned, whatever, put a lot of energy in it, because we see a struggle and going against the norm. Because if you see, he's up and everything is below. So he's going against the norm and the way of thinking. He got his information through living in the world, completing cycles, understanding how cycles work. He got his knowledge. He also got his knowledge by seeking and searching and looking through things, sitting up at night, figuring it out. That's how he got his knowledge. I want to know, is Terrence Howard cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
That's also a good one.
He gives a lot. Pentacles. Okay. This is kind of complexing, but the only thing I could say is like to him, this knowledge is gold. This knowledge is money. This knowledge is money. You understand? It's gold once you understand it. This is what the cards are saying. Also, I see another pentacle, but this is somebody riding on a pentacle to give someone something, to give somebody something. So this pentacle could be somebody that is very serious in nature, or could be somebody who is meticulous, or somebody who look at things closely, and somebody who's coming to impart, but he's imparting this wisdom to the high priestess. In other words, those that sit around, that has the power over numbers, that understand numbers, who knows math, and he's presenting himself before the grand wizard, if I could say.
Yeah,
can I make it any more sense than that? Does it make sense?
Yes, it does.
So because you're asking spiritual things, and I can only give you spiritual answers. So, but okay, so they're saying, is he cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs? Because at the end of the day, I see him coming towards it. And I see that these information that he gets come from a very, very dark place inside. Because the high priestess show up, that doesn't mean that he's crazy, but he does have issues.
Okay.
Okay, now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that, I mean that he has probably tics. Is that it?
Okay.
Tics. Am I on the right track with him? Yes, because I see a page show up. Somebody that studied, analyzed. And if you're doing that a lot and you into this, it does seem like it can make you a madman or a mad woman. Mm-hmm. It does appear to be that way, because it's so, what is the right word? It is so beyond the norm.
Right.
You know, why would you care? Why, because it changes things. That means if he's right, then a whole lot of stuff is wrong. Mm-hmm. And so people don't want to admit that, right? So we see here he look at his harvest. It's plentiful. He's right about it, but you see there's one right there. Even though it's plentiful, he still have finding fault. He still, or either he find fault, or there are those that find fault with it. Like, it's all right, but only this part. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I see that, and so that could be exhausting, and it could be weary, and it could wear you out just constantly thinking like that, or having your mind on this. Baby Crone, you are a physicist. Can you attest to this kind of knowledge? How it can work when you're working with these numbers and these high echelons like this.
Oh yes, most definitely. If you work the numbers right, you can predict basically anything and everything out there in existence out there. But the thing is, if he can prove that 1 times 1 does truly equal 2, then the entire mathematical system mm-hmm. will have to be changed. And that means we would just be slightly more accurate in our numbers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, it's up to you to believe that. Is the world flat or is the world round? Do you believe it? Because who's going to want to change the system? But it needs to be changed. We are already in the AI era. It will change, whether they want it to be or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's traveling. He's putting this knowledge in the world. He believes this. I believe him. Should you believe him? Would you believe him? I can't answer that. What do you think, baby Crone? Give me a card.
Okay. I definitely have to say that I agree with him because it does make logical sense.
It's just logical sense that if you multiply anything, okay, even when I come from the beginning, the Bible, anytime you start from anything, from in the faith, it starts from zero, which is nothingness. And out of that nothingness come one, the beginning. Out of the beginning, it multiplies. Then it's 2. It multiplies. It's 3. And then when you get all the way down to 9, you're at the end of the cycle. Then you multiply it again. Now you add on. Now you have 10. 0 and a 1 as a resting period. Then you go to 11. So no, I think it is an add-on system in my logical brain. However, I can speak to someone and come up against that and say no and twist me up all over again. However, it's up to you. Does that make sense?
Yes. Huh. Funny enough.
Go ahead, baby. Speak on it. She can't see it.
Yes. It's the star card.
This is the star card.
Which is very fitting because that has, it is very fitting because that has to do with divine intervention, getting where he gets his information. Right? Yeah. And a source of guidance for him.
Right. So that's where he gets his information. That's where he gets it. Now, should you follow him? You struggle and war within yourself. And that leads me to think right here, this is something coming in that you must have followed something before or was interested in something and it led you down the wrong path. So you sound like you, what's that word? Skeptical. Sound like you're skeptical. And if it didn't happen to you in this life, then it must have happened to you in another life. But it seems like you seek wisdom and knowledge and truth. Should you follow it, you have to know that you are, be you male or female, that you are an emperor or empress. You have the knowledge. You know what is true and what is truth within yourself. You're warring within yourself. If you know that something is true to you and it makes logical sense, then why not stand up for it? Yes, I definitely see you here as somebody that is one to be envied. One to be desired, one to be admired. So it's just, so I definitely see that this is something that you take very lightly, or your education. I mean, I think it's beautiful. And the cards are saying to me, trust yourself, trust your instinct, trust you. You know what's right for you. You know what's good for you. You're at the end of a cycle. You're craving for something. You want something big. This is a 9. You're craving for something. You want more. You want more knowledge. You're hungry. You're thirsty for it. So stop warring and go in it. Look in it. Search in it. Put yourself in it. But as far as Terrence Howard, I see he had tics. What do you mean? Because everything around it kept on having like a kid effect. And you know, kids are kids, you know, no matter what, they have to grow. And I can't imagine what it's like to have that kind of knowledge and go up against the most smartest people in the world. And hear them bash you, or hear them say you're crazy, or to hear them say this doesn't make sense, or to speak in universities. And you know that you're right, but you have to try to convince to the world is trying to convince you you're wrong. So yes, I do think it takes a certain kind of person for that. And I'm getting the thing about him just intuitively that he had tics. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
Tics, like impulsive tics, like doing things repetitively. That's what makes him a good actor. I don't know. I just get tics.
He's a Pisces.
Okay. So he's up in the heavens.
Yep. And
he is the last up. No, he is at the end of a zodiac wheel. Okay. And he's in the high heavens.
He is. Well, this is interesting. He was born on March 11th.
So he is a gateway. So he is a doorway. So yes, because of that, because I'm 11, so he is a doorway. Yes. So he is getting knowledge. Oh yes. Oh yeah. And he's very spiritual too.
Mm-hmm.
When it maybe come down to numbers, but you can't have none of this knowledge and not have spirituality anywhere else. It would never work because he had to open himself to receive this knowledge. So tell me something about him. Let these last 3 cards just express, 3 or 4 cards. Let these cards express about who he is. I'm going to do something. I'm going to take out 3 cards and then I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to take out 3 more cards. Is that all right? I'm going to take out 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm going to do a shuffle. Normally I cut to the end. Because remember, I want to know, what is it I want to know?
You want to know who truly
Who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling because I want to know who he is. Those are the cards that would have came out if I would have kept the deck the way they are. So I'm splitting them. You think these are shuffled good enough? Oh,
yep.
Get those, they came out. Because they came out, I'll tip those to the side. I want to pick my cards, even though they picked me. Thank you, baby clone. Hi, baby clone. Hi. It was 3 cards?
Yes, it was.
No way. Okay, I cannot pick no more. I cannot. And that's the cards demand that I pick. I can't pick no more. It's okay. I can't pick no more. That's baby clone making noise with that chair. Okay, you all right, baby clone?
Yes.
So the 3 cards that I picked from the deck to say, who is this man? He is the great musician.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, he knows his numbers, he knows skills.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how to create and he knows how to destroy. I see victory. Whatever he's fighting for, he's victorious in it. What I see is a sword. A sword means he penetrates the heavens, meaning that he is victorious in his elocution. Is that it?
Execution?
No. Eloquent is the wrong word, but it's coming in my mind. The way somebody speak.
Elegance?
Never mind.
Okay.
It's the way he speaks and the way he presents it to the world. It's like air flowing naturally. He is mesmerizing, but complexing to those that don't understand. Now, the cards that I shuffled at random said that he has strength and that he's strong and that he stands up for what he believes in. It says here, I see a heart. I don't know how that works right now, but I see a togetherness. I think right now, from what I'm gathering, I don't know, this is so off the cuff, but this is the only way it's coming to me, is that he needs strength, and it just seems like his heart has been hurt. His heart has been broken, and I don't know if it has to do with some kind of union.
Okay.
Or some kind of relationship. Be it relationship with the world, or with the people he's dealing with, or personal relationship. Okay? But whatever it is, he suffered hurt, heartache. And whatever it is, it affected his relationship or it. Explain, baby Crone.
Yes.
While I pick a card to explain this. Go ahead. And I want you, wait a minute, I'm going to do that. Hold on to that. You want to speak that? Go ahead, speak it.
It was just fitting because, yet again, another source of navigation for him. He's clearly searching for something because we have both the star and both the compass. So whatever it is that
he not only has he searched it, he tapped in on something.
Yep, something led him in this direction, compelled him to be where he is now.
Yes, it just seems like whatever led this to it, it makes sense to me. This is the 6 of Cups. So it seems like to me he suffered heartache or disappointment and maybe with his parents, I don't know, maybe seeing his mother suffer, his sister, maybe he did, maybe just dealing in the world itself, getting this information. But I think during the heartache, during the sad times of his life, this man went into himself and would heal himself with numbers and trying to understand. This is not something he just started. This is something that he has been called to when he was young, because the card of nostalgia. And I think what was going on in his world as he grew up, whenever things got rough or tough or relationships, because it's matters of the heart here. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Yes.
He went in relationships, which you see here. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Yes.
And also his strength. He would go inside within himself, and these things he would find comfort with dealing with numbers or trying to understand the unexplainable. He was called to that. How do I know? Because the card said that he was the great musician. If I wouldn't have shuffled the cards, this is what you would have seen. This is the great musician. If I didn't know no better, that he is victorious and changing the hearts of people and making them rethink and regroup and organize what they think. And he is victorious at cutting through what's going on in the atmosphere and putting his word out. But all at the same time, I see strength. It could be his home life. It could be the life around him, that I see that his heart is broken or his heart has been cut or something is wrong with him on the inside. Something wrong. That's where those are tick. And with relationships, or maybe he just have a hard time with relationships. Nevertheless, he finds solace in this. I guess I'll say how it came to me. I would rather be a mad scientist than a broken-hearted man. Mm-hmm. That's how it came to me, if that makes sense.
Nothing wrong with that.
You like that? That's the only way. I never said that before.
Hey, listen.
That's how it came to me. That's how I gave it.
Leave a legacy, challenge the status quo instead of being in a corner crying and depressed.
Right. Trying to love or conform to a woman or a man or the world. It's like the nostalgia. I find myself in peace and young and vibrant when I go back to those things that bring me happiness, to know that I am not crazy. I'm proving this. I'm doing what I want to do. You know. Wait a minute. Let me think. Let me listen. Give me a second. Give me a card.
Okay. The fish
The
card.
fish. Give me another card.
Okay.
Stop picking from the same place.
I'm not.
Pick over in the top. Pick over everywhere. You have a tendency to keep picking here. Go ahead.
And then you have the ladder.
Okay, and the last.
And then the lilies.
What I'm getting now is scattered. It's like, I said what I said. What was that thing? I'd rather be a what?
A mad scientist than a broken-hearted man.
That's it. That's all I'm getting. No more. That's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this reading. You know?
Yeah, he might drop that.
He might drop that. He's guarding it. That's it. I can't get no more. All I'm straining my brain. Even next baby fish. And all that showed up was the Pisces. Mm-hmm. All that showed up again was contracts and letters. Yes. And all that showed up was bittersweet. Mm-hmm. That here. So it gave me a little bit of this. It gave me a little bit of this. And it gave me a little bit of that. Yeah. What do you mean? Who is the man? He's a Pisces. We told you about the Pisces. He is what house? Tell them about him.
Yes, the 12th house, which ironically has to deal with dreams, but also dealing with things outside of this physical realm, doing more spiritual things, going more within, getting built with that tuition in that universal energy that we all come from and get our information from. And as well as the fact as just to quickly take a side note from a Pisces, that's just one thing about the scientific community. If he can be able to, if he's able to get through the hypothesis part and people can stop poking holes and finding loopholes to his idea, then it could be committed as a fact.
But it would change everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything would change.
So he gotta come with everything.
And he's coming, but he gotta go against bureaucracy.
Mm-hmm.
He gotta go against the cabal.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
It's deeper than that, you know. So people don't like change, and they certainly don't want you, this black man, changing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So with that being said, he is the great musician. He is here for this moment. If he never do anything else, he has made them think and wonder. He has spoken in the greatest of universities. He has spoken. His word is out there, and the ancestors shall speak. And if what he say is true, it shall come to pass. And with that being said, you ready to put that hand over here?
Yes, I am.
You ready?
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give us a thumbs up. For the person that asked for this reading, thank you so much. I'm sorry for the delay, but I got busy, but I did not forget. So with that being said, I thank you for allowing me to read, because I just learned a lot about this man. So thank you. And with that being said, sunflowers.